What's up, everybody? It's your favorite neighborhood lawyer, Markwell Cade with Cade Mark Law, back with another resource for you. I'm not sure if you're aware, but as of January 1st, 2024, there's a new law that requires companies to report their beneficial ownership information to the United States Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. We're going to talk about today 3 things that you should be aware of about this new law. A little bit of background on the law: it actually passed in 2021 and was the result of bipartisan efforts in Congress to prevent bad actors from committing financial crimes through shell companies. It helps prevent tax evasion and money laundering and other financial crimes by requiring owners to report who owns companies, directly or indirectly, who benefits from the ownership of a certain company, directly or indirectly. And this must be reported to the U.S. tax treasury now. Which brings us to the first thing you should be aware of. Who does this law affect? This law affects all of my business owners virtually. Companies that are required to report are called reporting companies. And there are 2 types of reporting companies: domestic reporting companies and foreign reporting companies. Foreign reporting companies are exactly like they sound. They're entities that are formed under the law of a foreign country and registered in that foreign country to do business in the United States. A domestic reporting company is pretty much a corporation, a limited liability company, or any other entity created by filing a document with the Secretary of State in the United States. So what that means is that domestic companies, LLCs, corporations, partnerships, things that must be created through the Secretary of State, certain types of partnerships rather, and foreign entities must report their beneficial ownership information to the Financial Enforcement Crimes Network. Not doing so will result in penalties, fines, and violation of this new law. Which naturally leads to the question, are there any companies that are exempt from this new reporting rule? Actually, there are. There are 23 different entity types that are not required to report their beneficial ownership information under this new law. If you're wondering whether or not you fall under these 23 entity types or these 23 categories, the odds are you probably don't, but consult with a lawyer or visit the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network website to find out more. Normally, these entity types that are exempt from this reporting requirement are things like banks and government authorities and credit unions and money service businesses and insurance companies and accounting firms and public utilities. So it's likely you don't fall in the category where it's exempt, and you must report your beneficial ownership information. But if you're looking for more information, it's widely available, or you can consult a lawyer. The second thing you'll want to be aware of about this new law is how to fulfill the requirement. To fulfill the requirement on reporting your beneficial ownership information, you'll need to visit the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network website, FICEN.gov. FICEN.gov. This website will provide you with the form that you need to report your beneficial ownership information. The form is very straightforward, very easy to fill out, but if you feel like you need help, contact a lawyer. A lot of us are handling these because it's a new law, and almost every business has to fulfill this requirement. The third thing that you should be aware of is, of course, the deadlines. For companies that were registered before January 1st, 2024, you have until January 1st, 2025 to register your beneficial ownership information with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. For companies that formed recently after January 1st, 2024, you only have 90 days after your formation date to report this beneficial ownership information, which means that if you've recently formed a company and you haven't fulfilled this requirement, time is running out. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been 3 things you should be aware of about the new law requiring the reporting of beneficial ownership information. If you need help with this, don't hesitate to visit our website at cademarklawpllc.com. I'd be happy to help you with something like this. In the meantime, thank you for joining us today. I am Markwell Cade with Cade Mark Law, your favorite neighborhood lawyer. Protect your brand, grow your business. Stay frosty, my friends. We will see you next time. Hope this was helpful.